If you want to earn more, learn more. That's a quote by the late Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar was an amazing person. You can Google him and find out all about him for yourself. Today, I want to talk about mindset. I want to talk about the fact that we are not necessarily poor in Mama Africa because we lack what it takes to succeed, but we are poor because we have decided to entertain ourselves instead of educating ourselves. I want to tell you what you can do in order to earn more by learning more. If that's something that you're interested in, please stick around. Hey guys, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing very well. Welcome to the Young and Independent channel where we discuss all things A+ mindset, personal development, financial freedom for young Africans by an African. My name is Sylvie. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel, and if you're returning, thank you for coming back. So today I want us to reflect on the quote of the famous motivational speaker who changed so many lives, including lives of presidents in the United States, the late Zig Ziglar. He said something that stuck with me. If you want to earn more, learn more. Learn more. But the trend that I see in young Africans, I mean, I am a maniac when it comes to learning. I just need to show you my home. If you look over there, those are books that I read. I read a lot of books. So I am always learning, right? And I believe that we, just like the Bible says, I mean, every single thing that we go through in this life, in this world, is in the Bible. The Bible says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. And the reason why we are seeing a downward trend in our community instead of prosperity is because people are not learning as much as they should. People prefer to buy a wig rather than buying a book. Let me tell you something. A book has a potential to change your life. Look at people like Elon Musk, who is the richest person in the world. Elon started reading very young. Ask anyone who has come out of poverty and who has made it big. They'll tell you that books were their place of research, of solace. That's where they found themselves. Ask Oprah Winfrey. She said that the moment she started reading books, she realized that there was a world to conquer. What do you do with your spare time? Do you spend your time watching Netflix, watching entertainment videos on Facebook? I mean, when I look at posts on Facebook, right, the most popular posts are posts that are talking about absolute nonsense. That's what Africans are excited about. Someone will just make a post and say, tell me one stupid thing that someone, I don't know, some really nonsense things. And that's where you will see all the Africans pouring into and leaving comments. 800,000 comments. Are you kidding me? For what? I'm looking at the thing and I'm asking myself, oh my God. But when you see intellectual posts from some amazing Africans who are trying to change the continent, there's little or no comment. So we're not learning. So how do we intend to earn? Did you know that there are websites online that will give you a free certificate? Did you even know? Let me not go far. Did you know that Google will give you a certificate in social media marketing, social media management, digital marketing? I'm talking free. Free. I'm going to link it in the description of this video. Free of charge. Google is going to give you certificates. There are websites like edX that will give you free certificates. There are websites like Coursera that will give you free certificates. But are you willing to learn in order to earn more? I was talking to my partner yesterday and he was telling me that, oh my God, still you've got too many sources of income. I'm like, yeah, because I don't stop learning. I am continuously learning, and the more I learn, the more I can bring. Look at this journal. I created created it. I created this journal. Why did I create it? How am I able to create something like this? And because I've created this, I can sell it to other YouTubers and make money from this. I learned. Before I learned this, I used to be a consumer. I just went on Amazon and I clicked buy. Anything I needed, I bought. But ever since I learned how to create journals, any journal I need, be it daily gratitude journal, be it journals to track my migraines, be it a journal to help my children develop an attitude of gratitude with gratitude quotes in it, be it journals to help me to track my day, be it journals to help me to track my time, I sit down and I create it. But I didn't wake up overnight and start creating journals. Yesterday I saw a notification someone had bought one of the journals that I created for myself. It wasn't actually a journal, it was a coloring book which had sight words. I put it on Amazon. Someone bought it for their child, and I bet you that the child is gonna love it, because I want my kids to learn these things. I don't have a TV in my house. Not because I don't want to watch TV from time to time, but I just don't want it to be there for it to tempt me to watch it if I can do something better with my time. What are you doing? Are you learning so that you can earn more? The only way that you can earn more is by bringing more value to the marketplace. What is the marketplace? The marketplace is where people meet to trade their knowledge for money. Every time you go to work, you're trading what you know for what that person who has employed you is willing to pay you for. If you're doing a job like lifting molding blocks, you're gonna earn very little money. Why? Because anyone can mold blocks. Basically, it is a job that nearly anybody can do. So there's nothing unique about molding blocks. But if you're learning how to mold blocks in a strategic way, how to help your employer to save money on sand, maybe how to learn techniques that can help your co-workers to be able to mold many blocks in 1 hour as opposed to molding fewer blocks, then your employer is going to find you valuable. And this is because many people are not doing what you're doing. Many people are not learning. In order to have the life that no one is going to have, you have to be willing to do what no one is willing to do. And that is learning. Choosing education over entertainment. Unfortunately, it's not the case in Africa. And that is why you see young people here in England, they're creating companies, 15, 16, 17, they're no longer going to school. They've got $1 million pound companies. When I hear these stories, I am blown away. I'm blown away. I'm about to start a clothing line. What I'm wearing right now is one of the collections of my clothing line, right? I'm about to start the clothing line. How did I do it? I learned, I read what it takes to start a clothing line. And guess what? I discovered that in order to sell stuff from Africa in the United Kingdom, in order to import things, because this was made in Cameroon, sewn in Africa. Hope you like it though. It's got a hood here. Yeah. So this is a clothing line that I want to introduce in the UK. And I only got here because I'm continuously learning, improving myself, personal development, financial freedom. I want to be able to have more than enough so that I can go ahead and do my charity projects. I have a lot of projects that I want to do in my village and in Africa in general. So when I discovered through my learning that I can import these outfits from Africa without paying any custom duty, for me, that was a breakthrough. I was like, oh my God. So I can literally order these garments from Africa without paying custom duties because of an agreement that the UK signed with most African countries, amongst which Cameroon is a part of. It's called AGOA. It's by learning that I found that out. And if I am able to get people in Africa to sew these outfits for me, I'm employing people in Africa. That is called foreign direct investment. And if I'm able to get these clothes into the UK and sell it here, what's going to happen? More money into my pockets, not your pockets. Don't text me to ask me for money. I want you to learn how to make more money. Read books, listen to podcasts. Who are your unorthodox friends? What do you spend your time doing? What do you, who do you hang out with? What do you learn? What habit do you have? I have a book on the bed, on my bedside cupboard. Before I go to bed, I read a book. I learn things. I feel like my mind is going to burst open because I am very passionate about developing myself. And that's why I started this YouTube channel, because I want to bring all this knowledge to you. I feel like it's going to burst open in my head. I want to share it with you. I want to. What are we doing with our spare time? Are you on Facebook listening to Blessing CEO or all these other names of people? Sometimes when people are talking about these people, I'm like, who is this again? Like some people, like my mentor Tony Robbins said that some of you know everything about a famous person or a star's life than they know about themselves. Literally everything. Are you kidding me? And you're broke? You know everything about someone else's life, yet you don't have money in the bank, yet you don't have health insurance, yet you don't have food to eat. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Guys, we need to wake up and smell the coffee. Manna is not coming from heaven. We have to learn to earn. No one is going to come and force you to do it. You can take a horse to the stream and you cannot force it to drink water. You can watch this video and hate me for it, but it's because I love you that I'm telling you exactly as it is. Because if I didn't care, I would just carry on learning and making my money and, living my best life. But that's not what I want for you. I want you to join me on this journey to personal development and financial freedom. Who are your unorthodox friends? Orthodox friends are people like your friend, James, John, Mary, Vera. But unorthodox friends, you have books, you have podcasts, the people you're listening to, you have TV shows, what you're watching, okay? You have even the music you listen to. That's an unorthodox friend. Because research revealed that the type of music you listen to has an impact on your mindset, on your mood. It's a learning process, it's a learning curve. And because most of us are ignorant about this, we are perishing. As the Bible said, we are broke, we are hopeless. We're like, our governments have done this. Our uncle, my auntie hasn't done this for me. My father hasn't done this for me. From the time you turn 18, and nobody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you anything. You have to take care of yourselves. I was just talking to a reverend father who is now in Italy, and he was telling me that people in Africa, unfortunately, he's from Cameroon, he was telling me people in Africa have this mentality that people have to give them continuously until death do them part. But what kind of mindset is this? And he reminded me that in Italy, which is the case for most Western countries, when you reach 18, you are on your own. Your parents don't even pay your university tuition. But in Africa, your parents even send you to university, give you pocket money on top of that. That's BS. Here, your parents don't even pay your university a fee. When I was going to university, unfortunately, my father had died and I was going through a rough time. One of the things that I did to be able to make my life financially more easy at uni in Cameroon was that I decided to work so hard. Oh my God. You can ask my friend Edmond, when we're back in school, not that there wasn't enough entertainment or clubbing to do. But the way I wanted to do it was to focus on the learning so that I can be able to get monthly allowances that was given to class delegates. And to be able to become class delegate, you had to be the best in your class. And the other thing which I did, which I really wanted to get to in order to earn more, was to be the overall best, so that I can get 100,000 from the owner of the school, which was promised on induction day. I don't know about you, but there are so many different ways that you can learn in order to earn. When you get data, if you're complaining, especially a lot of people in Africa complain about data, but when you put data in your phone, when you manage to save a bit of money and you put data in your phone, what do you do with that data? That's a burning question that I have. Because what I realize is that a lot of people put data in their phone, not to do something that will give them more money to put data tomorrow, but to burn it. They literally burn the data by doing what? Watching entertainment videos or music or what have you. You know what you're watching that doesn't add value to your life. I don't need to tell you anything about it. You know what you're doing that doesn't add any value to your life at all. So you and you alone have to stop these practices. You and you alone have the yam and the knife. You and you alone can learn as much as possible in order to earn. And in order to earn more, you have to be more valuable to the marketplace than the other person who is next to you. How do you want your employer to give you more money if you do not bring more value to the table? If you're not doing anything that adds more money in the coffers of the business, how do you expect your employer to increase your income, to promote you, to give you bonuses and all these things? And if you are running your own business, are you learning how to improve that business? Are you learning how to scale that business? Whatever you have, what do you have? And are you using it to the best of your abilities? Les Brown always says that what you can do is what you can do. But make sure that you do everything that you possibly can do. And then you raise your hands up in the air and say, I tried. I came, I saw, and I wasn't able to conquer. But only if you've done every single thing that you could do. Look around you. Are there books that you've not read that you're supposed to have read by now? There are many websites on which you can get free books. So money to buy books is not the problem. What your problem is your attitude, is your actions. What actions do you take? What actions do you take? There's a song, life is what we make of it, and the choices we make, that spices it all. I love that song. Life is what we make of it, and the choices that we make spices our life. What spices are you using? Are you using very hot, mild hot, or cold spices to spice up your life? Depending on what you want out of life. I recently made a post about personal development, and someone said to me that, please keep that your thing. You focus on your own personal development and leave other people alone. Not everybody wants to be rich. Bullshit. This is the kind of mindset that we have in Africa that is limiting our continent as a whole. And let me tell you, that person who made that post, I don't know the person, that person who wrote that comment, it's not because they don't want to be developed. It's not because they don't want to earn more. It's just because they want to discourage other people so that they can be as misery as they are. Because you know what? Misery loves company. But I don't want you to be miserable. I want you to step in and step up. Step into your potential. Step into what life has to offer and step up. Because you know what? At the end of the day, right? It's not for you that you're going to be the best version of yourself. It's for your creator and for mankind. Whatever you do, think about the person who created you. If he sent you here for you to waste away, or think about the person next to you, that business idea that you have in mind, that invention that you were supposed to have invented, which you are not doing because you are lazy and you're not learning enough in order to bring put your best foot forward, or in order to reach your full potential. Think about the implications of your actions, not only on yourself, but on your surrounding. on your community, on your children if you have, or your future children or future family if you're still single. Think about it. In the words of Zig Ziglar, we have to learn if we want to earn more. What are you learning? What are you learning? Like I said, I'm going to link websites that you can go on and learn very easily. People want to travel abroad. Are you reading enough on traveling abroad? Are you applying to enough schools? Are you learning how to make your application successful? No, you just want to pay someone who is going to end up duping you so that the person can come and say, this is a visa, get on the plane and travel abroad. It doesn't work that way. There's nothing that the next person can do that you cannot do for yourself. If you make a conscious decision that you want to learn, there's nothing that anyone can stop you from learning. We live in a world where everything is super easy. Social media is everywhere. Internet connection is everywhere. Even in my village, in Beba, there's internet connection. What's your excuse? What is your excuse? Nothing. You don't have any excuse. That's the answer. So we've come to the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button, hit the subscription button, press the notification bell so that every time we upload a new video like this to motivate young Africans, to help young Africans live their best lives, and to help young Africans step up and step in so that we can take our continent to the next level, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you so much. Do not forget to share this video with someone whom you think might find it very useful, and you just might change your life. You never know. You just never know. Instead of them watching entertainment, try to educate them with this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, do take care. I'll see you around.